welcome back to this video. This is a continuation of the C# beginner series. In the last video, I did give us a little exercise. So in this particular video, we'll be trying to bring forth a solution for that. So the question I asked was that I wanted, instead of, if we run this application now and we see, so I could put 7 and I could put 9 and I could say I want plus, and then it does the calculation and gives me 16. But you see, I need to restart it again from my Visual Studio to allow me do this. So what I want is, I don't want to actually be doing this. This is not a nice user experience. The user should be the one in charge to say, I want to quit at this time. If not, I want to continue. So what we will do, since it's something we want to keep on doing, it means we have to use one of the loops, either the for loop or the while loop or the do while loop. So which of these three should we use? For me, I think the best will be the do while loop, and the reason is because at least I know that for the first time, at least the user will want to put in his data. Afterwards, if the user doesn't want, it will quit. Now, why I'm not picking the for loop is because I do not know how many times the user will want to perform the operation. He might want to perform it 2 times before quitting. He might want to perform it 1,000,000 times before he quits. That is why I'm not picking the for loop. And the reason why I'm picking the do while over the while loop is because the do while we perform it at least once. It guarantees that it goes through it once before it checks. So let's see that. So let's have a do. So our do statement, so we put everything inside the do, put it all inside the do. I think I could just have my answers to inside here. So I want to be doing this while, okay, so I could have console log the right line, and at this point I would just say, do you wish to continue? And so depending on the input from the user, so if I say input and we just do a console.readline, yes. So what we want to do is, if while the input is equals to, while the input we want it to be equals to, let's use yes. So as long as the user gives a yes, then we want to continue. Okay, so I can't declare this here because it's only visible within the blocks of this while loop, so I can't use it out here. So I need to have declared it somewhere here. So input. So I initially set it to y, so it goes through this, and then in fact I don't need to set it to, I've set it to anything, because what happens is, irrespective of what, it runs this once, and after it runs, it tells us our answer and then tells, do you wish to continue? And then if I want to continue, I'll give it a yes. Any other input I give it, it will not continue for that. So I will put my column, and that basically should be it. So let's run this now and see if that does what we want. Okay, so put in your first number 8, let's put 9, let's say I want to sum it up. So do I wish to continue? I say yes. Okay, so now we have an issue here that we need to fix, and that's because we are doing, for example, so when you press enter, because if you come here, you see that we are not having our console log right line there. So it means that we will need to bring all of this within it, so that it keeps showing us this. So if we run this back now, let's see. So because these were not in the while loop, it will just run once, and those don't continually show. But because we want to continually show, put in your first number, last number, and operation, so we need to put it within the loop. So let's try this again. 8, 9, I want plus, okay, 8. Oh, okay, so I was supposed to process, so any other input stops it basically. So that was why that will stop. So then we go again, 8, 9, 17, that which continue, yes. Okay, but we have what? Oh, so there's a problem. I made a mistake, sorry. I passed in the wrong something there. So let's say I want to put in 8, 9. What perform? Okay, I want to perform a plus, so the answer is 17. Do I want to continue? Yes. What put in the first number? So let's put in 10. Let's put in 10. And let's say 5. And I want to perform division. The answer is 2. Do I wish to continue? Yes. And I could do 67. And I say 45. I want minus. I see it continues. And if I give it any other input, my application stops. So I no more have access to anything. So you see, it terminates my application at that point. So that is the solution to the problem that we have. So currently, our application can keep running for as long as the user wants to continue. And anytime the user wants to continue, it just makes sure that the input it passes is not capital letter Y. Otherwise, it will keep running. So this is the solution that I have for this. And you could also compare with yours. If you are unable to get it, look at where you missed it and try and get clarity on that. If you are still not clear, you could drop a comment and I will respond to that and try and give clarity as much as I can. Thank you, and I'll be seeing you in the next video where we talk about the jump statements.